Oh yeah. Welcome to Bisbee, Arizona. We're about to walk up to the courthouse. Hey, how's it going? I'm just making a video, and I was wondering.
Taking a video right now, are you?
Is that okay or not okay? Why not?
You can't move the camera. You just had an inmate coming, so you're gonna have to erase that.
I have to erase this?
Yep.
Really?
What are you doing with the camera?
I'm just making a video for a news organization.
Take it out. Put it in the car.
It's not legal. What about the First Amendment, guys?
Take it out. Put it in the car.
What about the First Amendment, though, guys?
He took the video that he.
I'll talk to the judge about that. No cameras.
So I'm not allowed in here?
So you can come in here, but you can't go into the courtroom with the camera.
This isn't the courtroom, though.
You can come in here.
The courthouse.
But you can't go into a courtroom with the camera.
You can come in the courthouse. You can't go into a courtroom with the camera.
And I haven't done so.
Don't be taking any pictures of inmates.
Okay,
I
didn't mean to do that. I was just taking
Let me
pictures.
see it. Let me see it.
I'm just recording, sir.
No, but let me see the picture you took of the inmate.
I didn't mean to take a picture of an inmate.
Delete it.
Why do I have to delete it?
You can't take pictures of inmates.
Can I take pictures of you?
You're not supposed to.
And what's your name, sir? Are you not a public official?
Yes, I am.
I can take pictures of public officials or not.
That's up to you.
Okay, right. First Amendment.
Right. But you can't take pictures of inmates.
Did I do that?
You just told me you didn't mean to. What does that tell me? That you did?
So just by having a camera.
Did you?
And, I mean,
Did
if
you
I'm
take the picture of an inmate?
I didn't mean to.
Exactly. So you took it?
I didn't mean to.
But did you take it?
What's the difference?
Then you need to delete it.
Inmates. I can't take a picture of an inmate.
Inmates have rights.
Inmates have rights, so do people.
Okay, but
Is
you
this
can't
a
take
public
pictures
space?
of inmates. I'll talk to the judge. Oh, hey, ¿saliendo aquí?
Sí, saliendo.
Yeah.
Well, this is the main court. Beautifully haunted, right? Art Deco style. No skateboarding. There's no skateboarding allowed. City Code 10116. Please leave all knives and potential weapons in your vehicle. It truly is a beautiful building, though. I'm just making a film, guys, for news. I got a news agency. I'm making a film. That's it. I'm just making a film for my news agency. That's it.
What agency are you with?
I'd rather not say.
Okay. You don't have anything on there as far as the inmates and stuff like that?
Not that I know of. It was never my intentions to do that. I would just video in public. I thought that was First Amendment.
It is a First Amendment, but it's private property right here. It's considered the courts.
Public property is, the court is private property?
It is private
It's owned by the people, though. It's owned by me and you.
But when you come into the building, you have to respect what the AR.
Alright, so I dropped off my skateboard. I want to break that law. Hey, Mr. Coronado.
What's happening?
I was just wondering if I could finalize my educational video that I was going to do. I just basically wanted to go around the, not inside the courts, obviously, and I'm not trying to film inmates.
Sure.
I was just wondering, can you state which law that is, that it's illegal to film an inmate?
I was arrested last week for telling Bobby Coronado that he's a murderer.
I don't know that.
Yeah, it's actual order from the Supreme Court from Arizona. So, if you'd like to talk to admin about it, we can have you talk to admin.
Okay.
Administration can let you know, but we're letting you know that recording inside the actual courthouse itself is prohibited.
I can't. I know that. Is there a form that I can fill out? I know that there's a form that you have to fill out that the judge has to. Okay, but I understand.
Well, there's forms, different forms that the presiding judge, and everything will have jurisdiction over. But
And that's not what I want to do right now because I don't want to film a particular court. I won't even point my camera in the court. I was just hoping to film the courthouse,
the actual courthouse,
just the area.
Yeah, for safety reasons.
And then I heard it was Coronado. I knew in my heart that it was because of his hot head, his hot temper.
Things like that were going on in the world we live in today. There's certain rules that are you can't bend the rules when it comes to that stuff. So let me, if you want to stay out here and record whatever you want, let me go inside. I can get a copy of that stuff for you real quick if you want. But other than that, really, you're going to have to go through the same screening procedures and turn off all your devices, things like that, as you're going through screening procedures to come inside the building.
So I can't enter the building to film, even for an educational video?
Unless you get permission from the presiding judge or the administration to allow that to happen. We right now, the way things are going, we don't have anything saying you're even doing that. If you could provide some kind of credentials or something that you're doing that, we might be able to work something out with you. But until then, we can't just let random people come in. And random, by meaning you're not identifying yourself with any association. You said you're a student or you're affiliated with something, but you're not even willing to identify yourself. So we're at the point where we're also kind of taking your word for it, which we don't normally do.
So, you're citing safety concerns?
Absolutely.
Okay, so what would the safety concern
Safety
be?
concerns, I mean, look at the world we live in. I mean, we have
What do you
people
mean by that?
We have people that come in.
Who looked like Coronado because he's the one that had interrogated me, going towards an encampment. But I knew to be Carlos's encampment.
How many times has he beat women up here in Old Bisbee?
And we have things that are for safety reasons. We don't want people coming in and casing the place, trying to figure out where is what building is what office is what, things to that effect. That could be planning some kind of a mass attack, an active shooter situation.
It was a straight murder.
Cold-blooded murder.
The only thing that happened was him walking up, kicking Carlos, and when he sat up, he shot him.
Where we want to make sure that we don't give anybody the upper hand for unreasonable purposes. You coming into the building, recording what our daily operations are.
Well, what's the reason for me to do this? I basically stated, and I take your safety as an officer into full consideration.
Sure.
You deal with a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
I've got, I would just show you that this is just what this is.
No, and I don't think you're going to do anything.
Yeah.
I'm just saying for whatever reason you're coming into the courtroom.
For reasons of journalism.
Yeah, but I
which
mean,
which is the First Amendment. That's what our country is based on.
And believe me, I completely get it.
Yeah.
I'm definitely on the same team here.
Yeah.
But being on the road this morning when we were speaking earlier this morning,
Yes,
you weren't
sir.
even willing to identify who
I'm still not.
or willing to identify what agency you're with. So.
And I don't think that that's necessarily a problem. I mean, you can look at me and you could probably understand that I don't mean any harm.
No.
This is strictly an educational video. I mean, the architecture of this place.
I know 3 other people that saw the same thing.
Beautiful, yeah, it is.
Yeah, so I mean that's kind of what I'm getting at. That's why I'm kind of confused by this restriction.
Yeah. Our general orders for the security of the building and security of both buildings actually is that we don't. It's not something that we're governed by what we are told to do as far as what's allowed in and out of the building.
Governed by laws, though.
They are governed by laws,
Yeah,
and there are also rules that the Supreme Court has come out and said, hey, you can or cannot do this kind of stuff. Right now, we're kind of in that gray area as far as what they're allowing, what they're not allowing. But one thing that they are specifically saying is that there is no recording of inmates as they come through, and there's also no recording inside the buildings, inside the courtroom specifically.
I mean, seriously. I mean, this is an ongoing thing. Carlos's death is the first murder, but there's ongoing assaults. I mean, he gets away with everything.
It kind of scares me where we make laws that can be. I don't know how to say this because, like, say for instance, I'm just a guy and I'm filming. We have that right, First Amendment, and then a inmate walks by. Am I now a criminal? Because not
I
quite.
mean, there's that gray area of the law.
Yeah.
There's that gray side.
Yeah, I
That's
just
what
don't
I'm
think
talking
so.
about.
I mean,
But as far as
but I would like to.
the
go ahead.
building is public.
Right.
And I won't say that it's not, but it's private property right here.
Right.
It's a public building, but the public building is also owned by somebody. So somebody does have the right to tell you not to do something.
Well, you and me.
Within a public building. Just because it's
If it's unreasonable.
exactly. And the unreasonable portion of it would be that we don't allow that to happen. And the unreasonable portion of it would be that we don't allow that to happen.
You don't allow cameras
We don't allow
into the
cameras
building at all.
Not to say we don't allow cameras in the building, but
Uh-huh.
we do not allow people to actively use cameras while in the building.
So if you would allow me into the building, but I could not
Yes.
kind of be displaying this and using this.
Yes, exactly.
And not just the courtroom, but the entire courthouse.
As of right now, the way that
Do you have anything, a written law that states that, or like you're saying, a rule that the judge wrote
Like I
that
said,
you could show me for that?
like I
Because this
could
is an educational video. That's why I want.
inside the courtrooms is posted. There's
But I can't video that.
inside the lobby. It's posted. Videotaping of any kind of proceedings. or
Would
any
you
kind
walk me to that
Sure,
spot?
if you want
and-
to turn your stuff off, you're more than
Well,
welcome.
I want to video the. You see, it's
No,
education because
I get it. I get what
you
you're
get
trying
what
to
I
do.
mean.
And I've been
Because
working,
if the people who watch it are going to be like, why do you turn the camera on?
But I've also been working in this field for like 2 weeks now. I kind of have an idea what I'm talking about. It's one of those things where I understand what you're saying. I'd be more than happy to walk you in there, show you what it is,
But I can't bring my
but
video.
we cannot videotape it as you're doing it. And these laws, if you want to write them down, these laws are
Yeah.
these
Well,
rules.
if
and
you can
laws-
state what number it is, I'll go home and research it. So you're saying
I don't-
there's
I
a law
don't-
that says
don't-
that I can't film
I
inmates.
don't. I don't have that.
Well,
off
go.
top.
Can you? I mean, I'm not trying to tell you what to do.
Sure.
I'm just saying, is there a way that you could provide me with that information?
Sure, I can give you the rule.
Yeah.
You want to hang out here for a little bit?
Yes, sir.
You gonna
So,
keep recording, or are you just gonna go hang out?
I'll just hang out right here.
Okay, cool. You got it, man.
Thank you.
Prisoners is ARS 3112 or 12.8.
ARS 3112A. Contact with prisoners.
Contact with prisoners or any kind of unlawful contact, which includes, videotaping, things to that effect.
Okay.
And then you're also ruled 122 and 122.1 are the Arizona Supreme Court rulings for the videotaping, and also the general orders that we have for the building itself.
The Supreme Court of Arizona said that we can't videotape inside the building.
Can't videotape unless specifically authorized by the presiding or the judge that allows that to happen.
And I understand that, but the way that I understood it was that it was a court. Like if I wanted to film a court case, I would fill out the paperwork.
Yeah.
It would go to the judge, and he
Yeah.
would either. But I just never understood that the courthouse itself was under the same rules.
And the unreasonable portion of it would be that we don't allow that to happen.
Foremost, I was arrested last week for telling Bobby Coronado that he's a murderer.